Anarchy's right, you know. Cops don't care about us. We'd be better off without them. You already knew that, didn't you?
Stay over there, you freaking freak!
Interesting. Even after knowing all you did about the places I targeted, you spared them.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Disappoint me? Not at all. Come on down to the courthouse so we can continue Gotham's trial. I've planted 3 bombs where Gotham's corruption is at its strongest. I've planted 3 bombs where
There's pain coming your way.
Right in the back.
I'm gonna murderize you.
I'm so glad you came. It's an honor, really. There's so much for us to discuss.
What do you want?
I'd like to propose an alliance. I think the two of us could accomplish great things together.
I don't work with criminals. You need to turn yourself in.
Tell you what, I'll turn myself in as soon as you do the same. But you don't consider yourself a criminal, do you? The suit, the gadgets, the sense of entitlement. You're just another rich kid atoning for his fiscal sins. Such a shame.
I'll unload on you! Here's clap!
Thought you wanted to make a difference. I looked up to you. I wanted to be you. Guess that's why they say you should never meet your heroes.
It's over.
Not quite. Leave them alone!
I'll knock you down!
That's it!
Unload on you!
And you respond with violence. We should be a
You're just a kid.
So? What does it matter? I wanted to make a difference. I thought you'd feel the same.
I do, but not like this. A lot of innocent people almost died tonight because of you.
Innocent? They watched as Gotham went to hell and didn't do a thing!
They're just afraid.
No, they're weak! And so are you.
The police are on their way.
Things got to be so bad here? I do. All the time.
The police know the victim fell from a nearby building, but there's not much else in the file. His identity might shed some light on things. Ryan Murphy, an account manager at the Gotham Merchants Bank. Cause of death, internal injuries sustained on impact. Now I know what happened. Time to find out how and why. This blood spatter indicates a high-velocity impact. I should check the roof. The railing here is broken. Was it an accident, or was he pushed? Two sets of footprints means the victim wasn't alone, and the scattered paperwork suggests he had a briefcase. I need to find that. Interesting. There are two sets of fingerprints here. One belongs to the victim, the other to Robert Haynes, a well-known con artist. Alfred, I need the last known location of Robert Haynes. I'll send over everything I've got in case it helps.
No need, sir. I already have a search area. Check your display.
Driver's licenses in sync with the guys. And as far as the bank's concerned, we're the guys.
never set foot
Inside the bank. All right, but if this goes pear-shaped, it's on you. Relax, guy. I've been doing this a long time.
and I never make mistakes. I give up!
What do you want?
What happened to Brian Murphy?
We had a deal. He gave me the account numbers. I faked being a client and cleared out the account. In exchange, he gets a cut. It's a con I run 100 times. But then he starts to get nervous, tries to back out.
So you threw him off a roof?
I couldn't risk him warning the bank. I'll go to the cops. I had to protect my interests.
And how'd that work out for you? Alfred, contact the GCPD and let them know Brian Murphy's killer has been apprehended. Send over the evidence as well.
Consider it done, sir.
Available units call-in status. Possible assignment incoming.
Christ, it's too high! You're wrong with me.
Whoa, no!
We need to get my dog.
Let's see how this do again.
Ain't bad this morning. We're screwed.
All right, we've had our fun. But this endeavor's grown tiresome.
I ain't going nowhere. I thought this was a myth.
How do we get him down?
But I didn't do nothing.
Hello again. I'm afraid you'll find I've stepped things up considerably. Which means I think our time together is drawing to a close. It's been fun, Batman. But all good things must come to an end. you've made the right decision. Recognizing when you've been beaten is the first step on the road to self-improvement.
Rubio, what's your 20?
On the balcony for a smoke with a menace.
Those men on the balcony, that could be my way in.
Shut case. Penguin murdered Black Mask and his lady friend. I mean, we found the bastards.
Gotta be little fingerprints right by the body.
Yeah, we got Penguin now. Like to see him squirm out of this one. Fingerprints, 2 dead bodies.
Police believe Penguin murdered Black Mask. But why would he send me here if he was the killer? It doesn't add up. I can reconstruct the crime scene with the evidence scanner. This crime took place days ago. The fire and the exposure to the elements make identifying the victims difficult. The male victim is wearing a black mask, but I can't positively identify him as Roman Sionis without a DNA analysis. Something I can't do in the field. I can identify the female victim based on her fingerprints. Tiffany Ambrose, Roman Sionis' girlfriend, or one of them at least. She was no angel, long list of priors, but nothing to indicate she was the target here. The fire spread as a result of a Molotov cocktail thrown into the room. It may have been intended to destroy evidence. The shallow trajectory of the bullet suggests the shooter could be someone of Penguin's height. But the grooves on the floor suggest that the victim was killed by someone leaning back in a chair. This bullet was fired from a revolver. Ballistics analysis indicates a low angle of trajectory. The shooter could have been someone of Penguin's height, but the pattern in the gunpowder residue suggests the bullet was actually fired by someone lying on the ground. These fingerprints are a match for the Penguin, but they're on top of the soot from the fire. The cops were right. Penguin was in the room, but these prints prove he was here after the murders were committed. If he didn't kill Black Mask, who did? The only thing I know for certain is that Tiffany's shooter was lying on the floor. But why? These white streaks are shoe polish. Whoever shot Tiffany was being dragged along the floor. Besides the victims, there were 2 other people in the room. Tiffany's shooter, and whoever was just dragging the shooter. The location from which the male victim was shot may tell me more. The DNA here doesn't belong to either of the victims. Whose is it? The fight broke out when someone startled the shooter. It's not clear who won the fight. It could have been either one of them. I should review the evidence to see if I can learn anything more about either the intruder or the shooter. Fabric analysis indicates the intruder was wearing a white suit or sport jacket. This fabric swatch could help identify the intruder, but I still can't identify the male victim's shooter. There's one impact area I haven't checked for clues. This DNA is from the female victim. The level of oxidation suggests it's been here for several days. If I review the evidence, I may be able to find out what she was doing when she was attacked. She was sending text messages to Roman Sionis about someone named the Joker. Someone killed Black Mask, but this crime took place several days ago, and I saw Black Mask earlier tonight. The only answers I have raise more questions. Who is the Joker? Was he the killer here? Or is he one of the assassins? I have a body, an unknown shooter, and an unknown assailant who had attacked the shooter. I need to match the DNA samples against the records in the National Criminal Database to identify who was in the room. Alfred, I need access to the National Criminal Database.
Well, the only way to do that would be to infiltrate the Gotham City Police Department.
Then that's where I'm going.
Sir, you'd need to physically hack into their servers. If you insist on doing something that foolish, you'll need a powerful, non-lethal weapon. I recommend coming back here to pick up your concussion detonator.
Not a bad idea.
I'm an officer of the...
Come in, 8-2. Dispatch, Delta 4-4. Can you raise Delta 8-2?
Stand by 4-4. Delta 8-2. Delta 8-2, come in. Delta 8-2, come in. Delta 8-2, report. Delta 4-4. No response from 8-2. Please proceed inside to confirm 8-2 status.
10-4, dispatch.
Welcome home, sir. The concussion detonator is on your workbench. Remember, if you use that instead of your fists, you'll do less lasting damage to those police officers and civil servants.
Noted.
fight! You like this? Always wanted one of these! Who's that getting his face bucked? I'm retiring from crime!
Hello again. I'm afraid you'll find I've stepped things up considerably, which means I think our time together is drawing to a close. It's been fun, Batman, but all good things must come to an end. I think you've made the right decision. Recognizing when you've been beaten is the first step on the road to self-improvement. I'm upping the stakes, Batman, just like I promised. Tread carefully. Oh, boy! You sure showed that crate who's in charge.
Enigma, where are you?
I'm right here. Well, figuratively speaking anyway. Disappointed I didn't choose to meet up in person?
What's this about? Sionis hire you to throw me off his trail?
Think of me as an information broker. I've got data handlers everywhere, feeding me all kinds of interesting stuff.
And you think this is going to destroy Gotham?
Oh, yes. See, bullet wounds and broken bones will eventually heal. But incriminating photos, videos, emails, that kind of damage can never be repaired. Tomorrow morning, when I release everything I've got, the city's going to collapse. Resignations, arrests, deaths. It'll be chaos in the streets, Batman, and there's not a thing you can do to stop me.
I figured you'd try and get all caveman on my equipment. It's password protected, I'm afraid, with 10,000 volts of electricity. You lost, Batman. Might as well head home and get some rest. With everyone's deepest, darkest secrets about to go on public display, I've got a feeling tomorrow's going to be a very busy day for you.
One way or another, I'm shutting you down. Destroying all the network relays will let me access his server. It's the only way to stop him. Those must be the handlers he was talking about. I can use them to track...
No key, no entry.
Guards have been doubled at police precincts since late. You'll need to find a way to sneak in that won't attract attention. Otherwise, you'll never make it to the curtain.
Understood.
Thanks.
Thanks.
To do their little arm. But then some monster in a cape drops him from a building, and a Christmas tree breaks his fall, and one of his own thugs walks off with the cash. You buy that? What is that? So, what? That's not possible! Anyone got eyes?
I'm on the door.
All units, if you are 1010, please report in for potential assignment.
Firing on suspect!
Yeah, probably another water pipe bursting. I'd like to go take a look, but, you know, my shift's over. Loeb, I've understood. The problem is Gordon ain't a team player.
Yeah, how do you expect us to survive on a cop's salary?
Somebody ought to lay boots to him. Show him how we do things in Gotham.
Sign me up for that.
This won't be easy, but if I'm going to access the National Criminal Database and find out what happened at Lacey Towers, I need to find the server room without being discovered.
ways to go before sunrise.
Yeah, well, they were supposed to...
Must you be so brutal, sir? These are city employees.
They're as corrupt as they come, and they're in my way.
I wish you'd think twice about that approach, sir. You never know when you might need their help. At any rate, your objective is the GCPD server room. I've marked it on your map.
Oh, yeah! Right in the jaw!
7, please. Delta 61, line 7.
I won't be able to access doors like this with my cryptographic sequencer. I'll need to find another way.
I told you so already. What I saw is what I saw.
What are you on?
I don't think clean 3 days. Like I said, ain't coming down out of nowhere. You, big car. Like police dogfights. Paralyze those bastards.
I won't stand a chance against that many armed men. I can use Deathstroke's remote claw to pass above their heads undetected.
Alright, listen up. While you jokers were playing cleanup crew at Blackgate, I was making us some money. I worked out a deal with our pal Black Mask. If any of us can kill the Bat before the assassins get to him...
If I'm not careful, that guard will alert the others.
$1 million. Anyone else?
Sir, what about the assassins? Will they see us in competition?
Yeah, I didn't sign up to be on those guys' hit list.
I won't stand a chance against that many armed men. I can use Deathstroke's remote claw to pass above their heads undetected.
Alright, listen up. While you jokers were playing cleanup crew at Blackgate, I was making us some money. I worked out a deal with our pal Black Mask. If any of us can kill the Bat before the assassins get to him, we get the balance of all $50 million. Those of you who ain't too good for the match, that means we all retire early.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Let's take him down. Yeah. What are we waiting for?
Enough!
Oh, we can't find dirt. Make our own. What if Captain Gordon allowed all the perps and the holding cells to go free?
You mean we set him loose?
Little prison riot, right here in GCPD. Makes him look like he doesn't have control.
This is Central. They're offering a reward of $25,000 for information related to the arrest of Black Mask or any of the perps involved in the murder of Commissioner Loeb. Go get him, boys. Reminder to all units, we'll be accepting donations and cards for Commissioner Loeb's family in the break room. Please come by and pay your respects.
So what does this disruptor of yours do?
Little bit of this, little bit of that.
Not you again!
Talk, or you won't be walking anywhere, ever.
No way! You gotta answer for dropping me off that rooftop, buddy!
No, you have to answer to me. How does this disruptor work?
Ask one of the pigs! They got it in evidence lockup!
How about we take a little walk up to the roof?
Okay, you win! It jams weapons, overrides electronic locks, alright? Now you gotta let me go!
How'd that work out for you last time?